I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about three very interesting PlayStation 5 stories. One focused on the recent price drop news for the PlayStation 5. The second story is focused on PS5 being ready for 4K at 120 frames per second gameplay right out of the gate at launch. And the third story is focused on a new PlayStation 5 event going live next week before the launch of the console. First, let me know if any of you have been charged for your PlayStation 5 yet. I've seen a couple of people so far being charged already for their PlayStation 5s yesterday, with the PlayStation 5 still 9 days out then. And I'm wondering if any of you guys have been as well. So comment below, have you been charged for your PlayStation 5 yet or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, a new PlayStation 5 event next week. So, as we know, the PlayStation 5 is set to release this November 12th in the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Mexico, and South Korea. The rest of the world is getting the console on the 19th. Hopefully, I know some places are still dealing with release date issues, but in terms of next week, Xbox will be holding their own event on November 10th to celebrate the launch of their console on the same day, called the Xbox Launch Celebration Global Livestream. The event is not meant to be one that will hold any major news, but is just there to celebrate the launch of the console the whole day basically. Some were wondering if Sony had any intentions to provide a similar event, and it seems like that is the case in at least Asia so far. PlayStation has revealed the PlayStation 5 Asia Celebration Showcase with the catchline, "Witness the future of gaming." It'll take place online on November 11th, which is a day before the launch of the PlayStation 5, as opposed to the Xbox event, which is happening the same day as the launch of the console. The PlayStation 5 event will have famous people there as well, and just like the Xbox event, it's seemingly just celebrating the launch of the PlayStation 5. If this event is specific to Asia, I wonder if Sony's going to hold something for the West as well, and will they hold something for Europe the following week? I'm not really sure. We'll see soon enough. But you guys let me know if you're going to tune in into any events at launch. Honestly, I'll be busy playing. Not sure if I want to watch any events during that time, but what about you guys? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the second story of the video, the PlayStation 5 price drop news. The PlayStation 5 isn't even out yet, and it already has a price drop in a specific region, but it's not related to low sales or anything of the sorts. Reading from the Brazilian PlayStation blog, new suggested prices are the result of the further reduction in IPI for the gaming market. As a result of the further IPI reduction for the gaming market, we will reflect this change in the suggested prices of the PlayStation 5 family. The suggested price reduction takes effect immediately and will also cover those who already bought on pre-sale. If you have bought on pre-order, don't worry, the retailer will send information directly in the next few days. So this is a tax reduction for gaming consoles, specifically in Brazil, and thanks to it, you have the PlayStation 5 digital in Brazil going from 4,499 real to 4,199 real, which is a drop from 781 US dollars to 729 US dollars, about a $52 drop. And we have the physical edition of the console going from 4,999 real to 4,699 real, which is a drop from 867 US dollars to 815 US dollars, about a $52 drop here as well. Honestly, Brazilian gamers are paying crazy numbers for their PlayStation 5s, but I guess at least this is something positive. But you guys let me know if you would pay nearly $900 for a PlayStation 5. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the final story of the video, PS5 ready for 4K 120 frames per second gaming from day one out of the box. So as we know, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are both capable of 4K 120 frames per second gaming, but really I'm not sure how many games will offer this feature, offer this level of performance. And the games that do, how much of a downscale in graphical fidelity would it take to maintain such high performance levels? In the future, however, with DLSS-like technology possibly coming to the PlayStation 5, something like 4K 120 could be attainable on more graphically intensive games, while also maintaining some nice visuals instead of just removing all the visuals and having the high frames, because DLSS is essentially upscaling technology, but done in such a way that sometimes the visual quality, and here I'm referring to DLSS 2.0 from NVIDIA, could look better than actual 4K, which was shocking to me when I first saw it. But what's the story? So this was an ongoing discussion about how Sony is making people pay extra to be able to do 4K 120 right from the get-go, because they had to purchase an HDMI 2.1 cable separately, and what was going to be in the box wasn't going to be an HDMI 2.1 cable like the Xbox Series X has. Earlier, when IGN did their unboxing, they already confirmed HDMI 2.1, I believe, unless they've retracted that since then. So I thought this was already a confirmed thing, but it's become a discussion, a point of discussion, and it's seemingly been confirmed again that the PlayStation 5 will have an HDMI 2.1 cable in the box. Reading from pushsquare.com, a nice little detail to take into account: when you bust open your PlayStation 5 later this month, the HDMI cable that the console comes with is actually HDMI 2.1, meaning that it supports 4K resolution at 120 Hz. Yup, it's the same as the Xbox Series X. In other words, you won't have to go and buy a new HDMI cable if you want to game at 120 frames per second. Their source is Italian website Every Eye, who has confirmed with Sony on this matter. So there you have it. But realistically, again, how many people have a 120 Hz capable TV? I got one recently, but they don't come cheap. So while it's nice to have that there, 4K 60 is probably going to be the sweet spot for most gamers for the next few years. But you guys let me know if you're happy to hear an HDMI 2.1 cable comes with the PlayStation 5, or do you not care at all? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button